to answer your question, when I was 5 years old, you know, I went to school for the first time. I had just gotten back from DR, which is the Dominican Republic, and I was sitting in my elementary school in an English class, in a class where people were speaking English. I was sitting on the carpet, and, you know, they asked me for my name, and I shit my pants, you know. But, you know, I said, I gave them a story about how, like, my name was, I actually said my middle name. So in my house, I was Sebastian, but at school, I was Adrian. And felt like these two personas. And it was a secret. It was a secret. I didn't tell my mom until like years later. But the reason I'm telling you this story is because that's where I thought I would find, you know, find love, like find out what that meant. And it's because I didn't realize how much love there already was at home. How much effort. I didn't realize, you know, how love strung together, you know, chicken wings and sewed clothes and blew cold air and built stairs and flashed screens, and I didn't know any of that. And I didn't know how hard it was to be a mother, to care for someone, you know. And you forget you're human, you know. You're not a fucking, you know, textbook or an angel. But I couldn't take care of the world the way I wanted to without taking care of myself. And I couldn't, because I hated myself. I hated myself. I literally hated myself. I still do. I'm trying my best. I just wasn't trying for the right reasons. And I wasn't trying for the right people, which is myself first. And my mother. So I crashed and I burnt up, and my skin turned to rubber and then smoke, and I died. And it was only until the ash came back down to earth could I see that, you know, there was still something the water would, you know, coax me to sleep, and my mother would pick me up and wrap me in, old old bath towels that she stole from hotels, and would hold me and give me space. And for the first time, I felt human. My mom taught me that love, is unmutable, and that love is never the wrong choice. And so I had a son. And he frustrated me. He told me that he was going to leave, and I didn't want him to go, and because I was scared. And so I did all I could. I fucking, I pressed his sheets and read him goodnight stories, and love is just much more than giving a fuck about other people, because there's so it's so easy to become enamored with people, because that is just the specificity of human life, demands attention. And if you focus enough, demands love, it's so easy to love other people. But it's so hard to love yourself, actually, because you've been there for everything. You've been there for everything, You've been there for the traumas and for the confusions and the successes, which never, feel like enough. And you try and make sense of, all the ways your body, divots and ducks and covers and concaves and retracts and protracts and rings, and you and you can't justify it, and you're scared. It is terrifying, but you have to. And not even for them, it's for you. It's for you. It's for you. And that's what he did. He made a choice about what he needed and what I wasn't giving him, which is retroactive, that I wasn't. This is that this spread isn't enough to live, and because he loved me and because he loved himself, he left. And it was a good choice. It's not something that's taught. And teach people how to breathe. Love is like breathing. Love is like digesting,